you're out and you say, hey, my plants are going to be matured here in a little bit. If you give me a little, I'll pay you back later. That's not against the law, but it should be personal use. How much can someone grow in a year for their own personal use? Don't make it legal. Don't make it legal, because then the government's going to step in and they're going to tax it. And then they're going to be doing the exact same thing that the drug dealers do. But make it legal for personal use. Keep the government out of it. Keep the taxes out of it. And just make it for your own personal use. That way you're going to be able to tell, are you serious about liking marijuana? Does that really make you feel better? Does that help your glaucoma? Does that make your stomach, less upset? Because if you don't settle for personal use, then that means you're a drug dealer. You know.
Well,
Oops.
People have asked me, well, Clay, isn't marijuana a gateway drug? I say,
No.
absolutely, absolutely. If you got to go to a drug dealer to get it, then he's going to want to sell you some cocaine or some meth or some heroin. Yeah. And that's the only reason it would be a gateway drug, in my opinion. And I base that on knowing people and smoking people with people for 40 years. We were sitting around in the 60s smoking pot and stopping the war in Vietnam. And, Jerry's right on the chat room. He says, I don't care for marijuana, but no one has died of it as opposed to the millions who died from farming. Nobody has ever died from smoking marijuana, folks.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, they could have died and not remembered, but...
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely right. People don't smoke marijuana and go out and rob banks. People that smoke marijuana don't go out and rape people. They're passive. You might find them buying about 2-3 Twinkies at the local UDF, but you don't find them being mean. It's passive. It's a passive drug. Cocaine is an upper. Crack is an upper. You're going to go out. You're going to commit crimes if you use those kind of drugs. Methamphetamines, sniffing paint. Well, that fries your brain cells.
Well, let's not forget. I just heard a song about that. I think Bobby Bear did it. She's on Quaaludes again. My grandmother was addicted to Seconal. And on the street, I think they call those Reds.
Oh yeah, Benny's.
This is a downer. This is sleeping pills. It's Tuinol and Seconal and Tuinol. These were the downers, and this was. Again, and Quaaludes. How did Bobby Bear the song go? She made love to the leg of the dining room chair.
Well, Cliff, is there any difference between somebody that smokes marijuana or someone that takes the drugs that you're talking about, and someone that drinks alcohol, or somebody that smokes? Isn't it what your willpower is? I mean, if you smoke cigarettes, you don't do anything else. Isn't it a matter of your willpower?
Yes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I mean, I can't imagine why anybody would smoke a cigarette. I've smoked it. I smoke. I'll smoke a cigar every now and then, just because I like the taste of it. But I don't inhale tobacco.
Right.
I don't have lung cancer, and alcohol's fine. I use it responsible. I've got a 2 or 3 drink limit. Mm-hmm. And no one on earth has ever seen Clay Douglas drunk. I don't get drunk.
No. So,
but you also would never know if I had smoked a joint, if I had smoked a bowl before I talked to you, before I came on the show. You got no idea. I've been doing this show for 20 years. You don't know whether I've ever smoked anything or not. Never will. Nobody would.
Mm-hmm. Well, my sister.
But if I'd been doing Reds, you'd certainly know about it. I'd be out of it,
Right.
Or if I just done a hit of speed. I mean, I really could talk. I could talk a lot faster. I could do that. You might be able to tell, but you can't tell whether I've ever smoked a joint.
Well, you know those little high caffeine drinks, those little teeny cans of things that people. What's the difference there? I mean, that's caffeine. That's speed. That's going to speed up your heart.
That's right.
It's no. To me, that's worse than marijuana.
That's right. And of course, the U.S. Army or the U.S. Air Force issues methamphetamine to the pilots.
Oh my God. What do they call it? No-dose?
Something like that. They call it methamphetamine, but the government can give it to you and it's okay.
Oh boy.
And hey, if you're a long distance trucker, and you take a couple of little white crosses to so you don't fall asleep, to me that's that's just like the caffeine. You use it when you have to. You absolutely have to be able to make it to the next town to get a place to sleep.
Well,
and I don't think anybody ought to go to jail for doing that.
Right.
Ayn Rand had it right. She said, the government has no control over the honest citizens, so we have to make criminals out of them. And to me, that's what all the laws are about. I mean, you carried raw milk over to New York City? Oh, we're going to have to raid your farm. We're going to have to take all your cows.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we didn't really much talk about policing. Maybe we'll do another show.
I think we should. It looks like we just had too much fun here. We've only got 14 seconds remaining. Tell them when they can get to your show, please.
Okay, this Thursday, I am honored to have Clayton Douglas on my show. That's at talkshoe.com/TC, as in Tom Charlie, /20064. 20064 is my show number. It's called the Patriot Dames, but I can type it in here. But I'm going to have Clay Douglas at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is could be 5 p.m. your time. So make sure that you come in and join us Thursday.
Okay, and gee, I hope you're not too hard on me.
Well, don't women treat you pretty good? You can trust me.
Yeah, right. The last one I trusted got my house in New Mexico now. All right. God bless you. Thank you for being on my show. And folks, don't forget the real point. If you enjoy the show and you want to get something done and you want to make a difference, send money.
Yeah, help Clay Douglas out, please. Let him start his magazine again.
All right, I'd love to do that, and I tried. I put every dime I had back into it, and but I couldn't get any advertising in that Patriot community. But in California, with all the stores open, with all the dispensaries open, with all the products that are made out of hemp that are being sold there, I think we can survive on the advertising. God bless you, folks. Talk to you later.
Good night.
Good night. Stay with me here, and let me do this. Okay. We're off. It's just me and you now.
Okay. All right. I gotta run because I gotta go up to West Palm and get my pay my G license fee.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do now, and I have my time back. Matter of fact, let me check. Well, I can't get off of here. Or else
Don't worry.
Cut us off.
All right. Just holler at me later. Whatever. Bye bye.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.